Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Are you back home?
Home till today. We've been here for, I don't know, 4 days. Good morning, Val. Yeah. Going to the apartment for the weekend. My son's in town, Garrett.
Uh-huh.
So I'm excited about that. We're going to have fun.
That's good.
What are you up to for the weekend?
Oh, I have a graduation party for my granddaughter from high school.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be beautiful weather in the DC area, I hear.
For a day, maybe.
Oh. Oh, well, shall we get this underway? Make sure you've muted your computer. Make sure you have water and a towel and your big, strong muscles, because we are going to challenge them today. Okay, let's start. Sue and Ann will join in when they get here. Come all the way to the back of the mat. And let's take your feet a little bit wider than hip width and take a peek down at them and make sure that they're in the same line. Arms come out to the side and push them towards the back of the room so you feel a big opening across the chest. Palms face up to the ceiling. And now sweep them up. They don't need to come close. We're just sort of warming up here. Take them back down and see if you can move them back even maybe a tiny bit more. And then reach them up. And one more time. Now take your gaze, follow your hands. And now push your butt back, fold all the way down to a full forward fold. Now, if you need to rest your arms on your legs because you're just trying to get some length to the back of the legs, that's fine. If you're comfortable releasing all the way down, just let your upper body unweight. So just feel nice and relaxed in this position. We're going to hang out here for 3 or 4 big breaths, getting some nice blood flow to our face. Just relax and breathe. Feel the rib cage expand each time you take in air. Now start to drift your body forward and then drift it back. And then find a nice, comfortable, stable place for it, somewhere between the pad and heel of the foot. Now we're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. So you're looking halfway down the mat. And then one hand at a time above the knees. Keep your shoulders broad and come back to standing. Nice. Take a nice big deep breath, palms face up. And then all the way back down. This time, when we get down there, we're going to walk out to a plank. So if you need to bend your knees to get your hands down, go ahead. Just take little steps with the hands and then meet in your plank. Now you're going to step your knees in so they're right under your hips. And we're going to come into a few cat-cows here. So little breaks in the elbows. And really try to open up between the shoulder blades. Let your head just relax. Hollow out the stomach as you drop into your shoulders, take your gaze forward. And let's do that again. Round your back, drop your face. Push away from the floor. Getting as much space between those blades as you can. Let's just hold on that spot. And while we're holding, we're going to breathe. Nice, deliberate breaths. Okay, now sink into those shoulders. Take your gaze forward. Keep the tummy in. Okay, so we're going to keep our toes tucked under. I'm going to have you draw the hips back. So your hips are just hovering above the heels. Walk the hands forward. So the forearms are not touching the floor. And keep them a little wider than shoulder width, your palms. So we're trying to get a nice little stretch through the lats. The armpits are getting nice and closer to the floor when you exhale, but it's not about forcing. So you're keeping your neck neutral and you're holding your head off the floor. Now from here, I want you to just walk your hands to the right. Please keep your hips exactly where they were. We're just changing the dynamic of the stretch to more of the side body. Once you've walked them as far right as they're going to go, see if you can inch them a little further out. Now slowly bring them back, and we're going other side. So remember, you're inching them, they're way off the mat. Once you get where you're going, you want to see if you can maybe squeeze in another ½ inch further out. Okay, let's bring them back. Now I'm going to have you come off your toes, so you're actually going to sit on the tops of your feet in a child's pose with your knees a little wide. Now you can take your forehead all the way down to the floor and the forearms of your arms. We're just going to stretch out our lower back here for a little bit. So really important to breathe. Okay, let's come on back up. Bring your knees back in so they're under your hips. Tuck your toes under. Your wrists are just underneath the shoulders. Fire up your belly. So get it working and keep it working. Come off your knees into a bear and then lower back down. Lift up. Really try to pull the belly button up and in towards the spine and lower down. When you lower down, kind of let everything go, but not the tummy. Lift up and lower down and lift up. Now from here, we're going to come into a small downward dog. Drive your heels to the floor. If you can, your legs are straight. Once you got that going on, try to get your coccyx bone pointing up towards the ceiling. So if you had lights on your bottom, shine them up. You get that little extra release in the back of the legs. And now we're going to step the feet in some inches just to change the dynamic. Now you're going to step your hands in. You're in your forward fold. We're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. And exhale, fold back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, extend, lift, look forward. And exhale, fold down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Spine is long, tummy is in. Arms are going to come off the floor and out to the side as you slowly come back up to standing. We're going to take the arms and palms are going to face up, sweep them up. And then back by your side. Nice. So your left hand's on your waist. You're just going to do a nice little side body stretch here. You can move the hip out a little bit, but really try to keep the arm long. You're reaching up. You can look up if you like. And let's do the same on the other side. Sweep it up. The hip can push out a tiny bit. You see a lot of people, doing this kind of thing. That's not necessary. All we're trying to do is create length. So reach that arm as best you can. And now come back center. Bring your hands to heart, come off your left foot. Ooh, a little balance going on here. Flex that left foot. If you can, open the knee to the side. Might not go all the way. That's okay. And bring it back. It's just adding another element to the balance challenge. That's all. So open and close, maybe a few more times. Bring it back, put it down, and we'll switch sides. So while you're on one leg, I want you to think about lifting through this hip. So from the head, you're trying to get taller here. So we're not sinking into the hip joint. What we're really all about is creating space. Open to the side and bring it back. The easiest way to balance is to just find a spot and just focus. Okay, come on down. Take a nice big deep breath. Now, retract the shoulders. So you're trying to pull the shoulders apart while you hold your arms long. Try to get them as long as you can. Take your gaze, look up. Now, create length on the right side of the body by taking both arms up and over a little bit to the left. Again, it's not a lot, but I'm feeling it right here, right by the waistband of your pants. That's where I want you to feel it. Okay, come back, get the lift, and then go over a little bit, not a lot. Great job. Hands to heart. You're going to step your left foot forward and your right leg back. Come up nice and high on the back foot. And certainly in this position, I want you to make sure you've got space between your front and back foot so you don't feel wobbly. So open them a little wider if you need to. I want you to feel nice and stable in this position. Now from here, and again, your front foot and your back foot, they could certainly be a lot further apart, I'm sure, but we don't want them to be, I don't want you to be like this, right? I want you to be high in the hips, high on the toes, lots of activation in the back leg. Now push the arms forward, interlock the fingers. Nice. Now lean forward. So your hands are coming towards the front of your room. Hold this. Now, if you can, get your front leg straight. It's going to make it a little more challenging to balance when we add in some rotation. So shoulders are turning left, rotating. While you're doing this, you're keeping the belly pulling in. Come back center. You'll notice I'm going nice and slow and in control. Rotate again. Now, of course, if you don't feel stable, your back foot can kick out a little more right. Okay, now pull the hands in, bring your hands to heart. Now I want you to really lean forward. Keep going. Just above being totally parallel to the floor. Just hold it here. So in this position, we've loaded up a little bit more of the posterior muscle chain. So you're feeling it probably a lot in that left glute. That's what we're after. Now to amp this up, we're going to pull the arms forward, reach them long and strong, and stay high on the toes on the back foot. Now to get more of our back challenged here, I'm going to have you raise your arms up a few inches. Keep them long. Just breathe. Bring them back parallel to the floor. Whoops. Reach them a little more forward. Give me an inch or a half inch, whatever you got. Now bring your hands to heart. I want you to bend your front leg. So now Paying attention to the muscle activation. We're bringing a little bit more of the quad, the front part of the leg, into this party. Hold it here. Keep really high on the toes on the back foot. Now your hands are going to stay at your heart, and we're just going to take both shoulders and rotate them again to the left. Ooh, something's talking to me. Come on back. Hopefully you're feeling this. Rotate 2 more times, nice and slow. Okay, now bring your shoulders up over your hips. Oh my goodness. Sweep your arms up. Big reprieve off of this part of the body, right? Should feel good. Just hang out here and enjoy it. So again, I'm lifting up. I'm trying to get length. So I feel a nice little release in my front hip flexor. I hope you do too. Okay, let's bring our hands to heart. Step your back foot in. Big deep breath. Nice slow swan dive all the way down. Oh, nice little stretch for the back of the body. How good does that feel? Inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale back down, drift your butt back. All the weight is in the back of the feet. Your head's looking through your knees, so your neck is chilling. Now take your hands down, step back, meet me in a plank. We're going to do a little hover and go right to your up dog. Nice. Keep the tummy in and your butt cheeks tight. Little breaks in the elbows. Nice little stretch here. Just breathe. Okay, let's get the hips up. We're in plank. Tummy is up and in towards the spine. And pull through to your first full down dog of the day. We're going to pedal our feet so we stretch out the calves. So just alternate going side to side. If you want to hang out on one side for a bit because it's tight, get that good release. Our calves take a lot of abuse. So you're probably enjoying this as much as I am. Okay, let's all hold the left heel down. Make sure you can see the sides of your arms in your peripheral vision. Let's switch to the other heel, pushing down. Try to keep equal weight in both your arms. Now come up nice and high on the toes and drive your heels to the floor. Do it again. Up and down a few more times. Nice. Stay high on the toes. Just hold. Now walk your feet towards your hands. Come right back to that forward fold. We're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, unhinge, reach and lift the body tall. Sweep those arms up. Bring your hands to heart. Step your left foot back. Woo, we didn't want to work this side again. Okay. Nice and high in the toes on the back foot here. Give me a nice little hinge. And if you can, I would like your front leg straight. Keep your shoulders broad, no hunchbacks allowed, right? Your spine is long. You're not rounding the upper back. Front leg is straight. Now remember, if you're not stable here before you start your rotations right, you want to kick out your back foot to the left a little bit more. But do your best to keep this front leg straight and really high on the toes on the back foot. Now let's rotate right. And come back. You go as slow as you need to get full range. Whoops. Okay, come on back center. Keep this front leg straight. Just push your arms out. They're parallel to the floor, nice and long. See if you can give me a few more inches in height without lifting up the back. Okay, arms back to being parallel to the floor. Then have you interlock the fingers. Bend your front leg this time. Go right. And come back. And do it again. Try not to get down on that heel in the back. Hold it, lean more. Give me all you got here. Bring your hands to heart. Lower your torso even lower. Push the arms out again. Hold it. Your knee is just over the ankle and you're up. You're hardly weighting your back foot. Your front leg is carrying the brunt of this. Now sweep your arms up to the ceiling, shoulders over hips. Oh my goodness, how good does that feel? You can keep a bend in your front leg here, trying to get a nice little stretch through this hip flexor. Ah, so good. Okay, hands to heart, step your back foot in, take a nice big deep breath. Try to really lengthen the arms while you swan dive down. Palms down, step back plank. Give me a hover to up dog. Nice job. Hold it here. If you want to come onto the tops of your feet, you can, and lift your knees off the floor. If that's not comfortable for you, don't do it. Just keep your knees down. All it does is it just weights more of the upper body. Really pull in the stomach here. Remember, how we want to be throughout our day is how you should have your stomach now. Okay, we're going to tuck the toes under. We're going to meet in this plank. And in slow motion, lower to the forearms so you're in a low plank. Just hold and breathe. Please don't drop your face. You're looking forward of the mat. Now isometrically, get your elbows pulling towards your toes, adding a lot of intensity to the plank. Little tremble in the belly, I hope. Keep sucking it in. Okay, release that isometric pull and hold your plank. No one said it was going to be easy to get strong through your core. You just got to get your head around winning in these situations. Elbows pull, hold and breathe. Release the pull. And again, one last time, make it great. Okay, from here, back up onto your hands and back to a down dog. Oh, how good does that feel? Chill out here and breathe. Make sure you're not pulling your head through those arms. Lift your left leg. Open the hip. Keep equal weight in both your arms as best as you can. Put that foot down, same thing, right leg. If you've got more height with that foot, get it up there. It's not about going through the motions. It's about making every one of these efforts fabulous. Put the foot down, come back to plank. Do a nice little hover right to your up dog. Hips up and back, down dog. And again, you go as slow as you need to feel good. Come back to plank. Just hold. Take your left knee, drive it forward and lift it up as best you can. Step it back. Same thing, right leg. Pull it in and up. Step it back. Meet me in your down dog. This time I'm going to have you walk baby steps with your hands all the way back to your feet. Legs stay straight if you can. You're in a full fold. Nice unweighting of the upper body. In fact, let's cross the arms and just let the forearms dangle. Now retract your shoulders if they're not already. Hands above the knees. Give me breaks in the knees as you come back up to standing. Nice. Nice and broad through your shoulders. Take a nice big deep breath. Keep the arms up, get them long. Pull your butt back. So you're hinging through your hips a little bit. If you look at me from the side, it's not huge, just a little. Got a little bend in the legs. I'm challenging my arms here. Now you don't need to keep them close. If it's more comfortable for you to broaden through the shoulders and have your arms a little wider, that's good. You don't want anything to feel like it's pinching or getting stuck. Now squat a little lower. Don't change anything with your arms. You are working to keep them straight. Hollow out your belly, get a little lower. Hollow out the belly, get a little lower. Fold forward, release the arms. Look through your knees. Walk your hands to the front of your mat so you're in your plank. Step your knees in so they're under your hips, you're in bear. Take your right hand to your left shoulder, tap it. Left hand to the right one, tap it. Now next time around, see if you can do it without moving the lower body. Not so easy, but try your best here. One more time on each side. Now put your knees on the floor, nothing else changes. Your spine is long and your tummy's in. We're going to take our right hand, touch the ear with your elbow out to the side. Keep your hips exactly where they are. Lift the shoulder. Lift it higher. Hips don't move. The shoulder's doing all the work, your upper back. Put that hand to the floor. Same thing, other side. The lift begins with the shoulder. Come on back down. Right arm's going to extend forward. I'm going to have you have your hand face the midline of the body. Take your left leg back. Now, if that left leg is not straight, get it straight. Switch sides. Left arm, right leg. Now again, we want the arm reaching forward and the leg straight reaching back. If you can lift that leg a little higher in the back, do it. Come on back down. Right arm forward, left leg back. Now bring your elbow and knee to meet in the middle as the back goes into flexion. Lift the knee higher so you feel your oblique working. Same thing, other side. These are very slow and methodical, right? Come on back down. Meet me back in your bear. Elevate off the knees. Just hold it. Now, without really moving your hips, with your tummy pulling in, I want to see if you can just come off that left foot a little bit and then come off the right. Just switch. So just alternate side to side a few more times. And then step back to your plank and go right to down dog. Heels push into the floor. Come high on the toes. Push your heels down. Come forward to plank and right into pigeon. So step your right foot forward, sliding your left leg back. Come on down to the forearms. Ooh, time for a little relaxation. So once you get into that nice little spot that feels challenging but comfortable, just relax. Start counting your big, huge breaths and give me 8 of them. Okay, let's take it back up. We're going to switch legs. So you start back in your plank, pull the left foot behind the right hand as best you can. Come on down. However you get there is fine. Slowly take that leg back. You can also do a 4-point stretch on your back, crossing your leg on your foot onto your thigh, if that's easier. Once you're in your happy place here, 8 big breaths. Okay, back up onto the forearms, then your palms. We're going to bring this back leg forward and we're going to all meet in staff pose. So extend your legs out, flex those feet. You want to be moving muscle out of the way so you have a good connection to the floor. Just get long. Try to grow from the top of your head up. Bring the arms forward. So legs are long, spine is long, arms are long. Start to lean forward. So you're rolling over those sit bones. Keep your arms parallel to the floor and then roll back. Now, we had a starting point. We're going to go beyond the starting point with our spine long. Hollow out the belly, right? Start to work your way back, but you're not C-curving the spine right now. Your spine is long. Bring it again forward. Reach. And then roll back. Now bend your legs. Feet stay flexed. Broaden through your shoulders. Keep your arms long. Lean back some more. Really important to pull the stomach in. If you can come off your feet. You don't need to. Keep the stomach pulling down. If you want to, you can get hold of your toes and straighten your legs. And you can try releasing the feet and hold the legs straight. Maybe lower them down a little bit. Maybe lift the arms up, making it harder on the core. Just hollow hold this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend the legs, open the feet to the width of the mat. Walk forward, spine is long. It's a nice little stretch. Nice. Okay. Sit it back. Take your legs really wide now. Feet stay flexed. Walk it forward. Nice little stretch for our inner thighs. Who doesn't love doing this? Oh my. Once you've gone as far as you're going forward, you round your upper back and relax your head while you pull in the stomach. You can rest your forearms on the floor if you like. Just breathe here, 3 or 4 breaths. Okay, come back up, spine long, walk back in. Bring the feet together, or not together, but at least hip width apart. Sort of together, but not really. Sit up nice and tall. Walk your hands down your legs. If you can grab hold of your feet, great. If not, you can always wrap a towel around the bottom of the feet and hold the ends of the towel. Now relax the upper back, fold into your legs. Feet stay flexed. In fact, really try to pull those toes towards you so we get a nice release of all those tendons behind the knees. You should feel that nice little tug. Embrace it. Okay, get your spine long so you're lifting up through your chest. You're going to walk back the hands. Now we're going to take our right foot, set it inside your left leg. Stay nice and tall. Take your left foot, open it a little more to the left. Okay, so you're creating a little space here for you to move forward. Walk those hands out again, go into spinal flexion. Just hang out here and breathe. Slowly walk it back. We're going to do the same on the other side. Open the right leg straight out, left foot comes in. And again, if it's more comfortable for you to have your foot by your calf, that's cool. Just find a place that feels good and then start walking forward. This is my tight side. Try to really use your breath to help you get length into these muscles. Okay, come into a long spine, walk it back, extend this leg out. Make sure your feet are just on the edge of the front of the mat. We're going to Pilates style C-curve our spine, hollow out the belly, and come down nice and slowly. Once we get down, we're doing a full body stretch here. So you're going to have your arms go all the way back, spread your fingers wide, just till your thumbs touch the floor if you can. And again, you can open those hands nice and wide. Now I want you to point the toes. So you're really trying to pull the body in opposite directions here. Now take the arms, sweep them back forward till the pinkies touch the floor by your side, the sides of your legs, and then come right back up behind you again. Reach them nice and long. Feel that tummy pulling in, but you want to still keep that activation of you pressing it down. Don't just let gravity do the work. Now bring those arms back up. Let your head come up off the floor. Arms are going to pull forward, hollow out the belly. Roll yourself back up and then dive through the feet. C curving, rounding your back. Okay, come on back. Roll it back down again, nice and slow. Slowly as you can. Now pull the knees up and into the chest. Have the knees together and your feet together, and then give me a gentle rock side to side. We're going to just massage our lower back a little bit here. Now make a little circle and go the other way. And go side to side again. Now flex your feet and let's have your knees over your hips. Let's get your hands right sitting on your thighs. Now I want you to activate the left side body by isometrically pulling or pushing, pushing your hand into that left thigh. And then release it. And let's isometrically get the same activation on the right side body. Now, if your lower back has that natural curve and there is that space between it and the floor, that's okay. I've got that going on too. That just feels comfortable for me, but I am actively pressing my tummy down while I alternate pushing into these legs. Now doing one at a time really gives the side body a little challenge. Your transverse abdominis muscles, wakes up that core. Now, I know your tummy wants to puff out. Don't let it. Now, try pushing both at the same time while you press the tummy down. Lots of work for the belly. Release it and try again. Nothing's moving, right? And one last time. It's almost like doing a plank upside down. Okay, we're going to get our hands on top of the knees and we're going to work open as wide as you can. Push them forward as far forward as you can. Bring the knees together and pull them into the body. Let's just repeat that a few times. You're going to be sitting today. This is you being really good to your body. And remember, you can only sit max 20 minutes without getting up. You got to get up and move. Go the other way. Make your circle as big as you can. Okay, let's take our legs all the way up to the ceiling. We have one hollow hold to do, and then a couple of stretches and we say goodbye. So this is your last hard effort. So I'd like you to make it great. So your palms are going to face the floor. Lift your head up. Arms are by the side of your body, nice and long. Hollow out the belly, lower the legs, come off your shoulder blades. So if you see me from the side, I'm not on my shoulder blades and I'm sucking in the stomach. Pulse your arms. Chin is tucked, body is strong. Just hold this 5 more counts. Nice job. Okay, relax, pull those knees in. As promised, we get a little stretch here. So I'm going to have you cross your right leg over the left, open the legs so they don't have much of a bend in them. And then guide your knees down to the right. So you're on the left side. That left foot is on its side. Open your left arm out. So you should feel this over the hip and down the side of the leg a little bit. Try to keep the knees from touching the floor, but you're using that right leg to push them down. Arm is long, nice opening across the chest. Why not? Okay, pull the arm in, uncross the legs before you start to rotate them back up. And then take your left leg, cross it over the right. Not a big bend in the legs. Let them go down towards the left. You're on the side of your right foot. Let's get the right arm in play here, 45 degrees out from the body. Use that knee to pull the other one towards the floor, creating that length over the hip. This is probably one of the best stretches we can do. One of, I have so many favorites. I call them all my favorites. So how long, if you're really tight in a spot, let's say your chest is really tight because you did a lot of chest work, push-ups, etc. Hang out here for 30 or even 40 seconds. If you're not that tight, 20 should be good. Then you can move on to another body part. Okay, bring that arm in, bring those legs up, uncross them, pull them up and into the chest. Breathe while you hold them into the chest. At least 3 big breaths. Okay, roll it forward, come up onto the toes. Oh, how good does that feel? Nice and high on the toes. Full forward fold. And then nice slow swan dive all the way back up. Sweep the arms up. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Lily says, oh, we're all done. Lily's doing her down dog. How cute is she? Hope you guys feel good. I know we lost Val. Hello.
Hello.
How
That
are
was
you?
good. Thank you. I'm good. I'm better.
Did your brother come?
He did. He arrived probably around 1 yesterday. I want to say yesterday. No, 2 days ago. He went straight to my mom's, and then he was there until 6, which was